As you know, some cuts today. Just got killed. I was all set to put out the video for today's show. You know, I go in depth about who we're going to cut, how we're going to do it, when we're going to do it. And right when I was ready to hit upload, refresh the Jets Insider real quick just because, just read all the Jet boards, and that was the closest one. And I see the Jets announce some releases. So there goes a lot of my, hit fresh footage, but I'm going to show you the show anyway. Here's what I had in mind before the Jets announced all the moves today. Thanks, guys. Welcome back to Jets TV. Today is Wednesday, February 22nd. Today we're going to go over some of the moves that the regime has done already, and also some of the future moves they may make. The Jets will go from roughly $26 million over the salary cap to about $11 million over. Let's try to see how the Jets will get rid of the remaining 11 and shed some more for a few small free agents and their draft picks. First, John Abraham. If the Jets do not trade Abraham, he would likely cost $8.3 million to keep around. This is extremely unlikely. Jets will most definitely move John Abraham in a trade for either some draft picks or maybe even a quarterback. Philip Rivers, anyone? If traded, the Jets are still roughly $11 million over the cap. Moving on to Kevin Mawae. Mawae, as it stands now, is making just about $4.5 million. If the Jets were to outright release him after June 1st, he would cost us $1.5 million on the cap, a savings of $3 million. Mawae doesn't seem likely to be the guy who thinks he should receive a pay cut, and he's still worth $4.5 million. Look for the Jets to try to trade Mawae, but realize the cap charge of trading him might not be worth the money they can save. Hypothetically, I'm going to release him, and the Jets will be $8 million over the cap. Pete Kendall. I love Pete Kendall, and it's a real tough to blow up the line the way we are, getting rid of Fabini, Kendall, and Mawae. But that's rebuilding, guys. Cutting Pete before June 1st saved us $3.7 million. Cutting him after June 1st would save us a whopping $4.3 million. I see the Jets taking the latter, and with that move, the Jets would be $3.7 million over the cap. Derek Blaylock. Cutting our backup running back after June 1st will save us a cool $1 million. After seeing Houston perform rather well last year, there's no real reason to keep Derek around. Hypothetically, I'm going to release Derek, and now the Jets are $2.7 million over the cap. Jay Fiedler. Unfortunate events led to Jay playing a few snaps, and it seems that might be the only snaps he takes as a Jet. Cutting Jay before June 1st will save us $700,000 on the cap. Seems like Brooke Bollinger is ready to be the primary backup, which is nice to have. Cutting Jay as the Jets have $2 million over the cap. Barry Gardner, a nice veteran backup who's currently making $1.1 million. We would have to cut him after June 1st, and by doing it, we would save $750,000. Doing this moves the Jets to $1.25 million over the cap. James Stern, a fantastic snapper for the Jets. We got Joel Dreesen last year in the draft, and he can also snap. I see the need to save $650,000 by doing this. Replacing James with Joel would have the Jets at $575,000 over the cap. Wayne Chrebet, fan favorite. With Wayne all but finished, I see retiring after June 1st. If he does that for us, we would save $1 million on this year's cap. Having the end of the Wayne era occur would have the Jets at $425,000 under the salary cap. How about Curtis Martin? Nah, I'm not planning on cutting him, but I would love for him to follow suit on a restructure on his contract. Curtis is a stand-up guy, and I can see him being one of the few guys willing to work on his contract. Curtis set to make $8.1 million this year. Damn. And I definitely think we get that number lower. I'm fairly certain we take this base salary and convert it to a bonus. If we did this, his $6 million base would count $2 million on the cap this year, $2 million next year, and $2 million the next. Not the greatest long-term solution for an aging running back, but it helps us during this time of need. Making the conversion would save the Jets $4 million on the cap this year and would put us at $4.5 million under the cap. Let's get crazy and say we make D-Wade Robertson also turn his old base salary into a bonus. We can take this rough $4.8 million of base salary and turn it into a $1.6 million cap charge this year, next year, and the year after that. Doing so would make D-Wade count 3.3 on the cap this year, but would save us $3.2 million by doing it. After making D-Wade restructure, Jets would be $7.7 million under the cap. That's my game plan to get us under. I used users.adelphia.net/Tony Racing as my guide to the salary figures. It's a great website. Let me know in the comments section whether you like my plan or not. Maybe we can come together as Jets fans and figure out a better game plan similar to what the Jets might have in mind. Thanks again, guys.